the mailbox. It stands quietly at the edge of our homes, a simple object we rarely think about. Yet, it's a vital link to the world, delivering letters, news, and gifts from loved ones. For generations, we've approached our mailboxes with quiet expectation and trust. We believe what's inside is safe, protected by law and tradition. The mailbox is more than a container. It's a promise of reliability. The Postal Service, with its daily routine, reinforces this sense of order. Rain or shine, the mail arrives, part of our daily rhythm. We don't question the safety of reaching inside or the packages left at our door. The mailbox is a symbol of a system designed to connect, not harm. It's a silent guardian of our private worlds. Think of the stories it holds: wedding announcements, postcards from afar, gifts sent with love. Each item is a thread in the tapestry of human connection. The mailbox is the keeper of these stories, so constant we forget the trust we place in it. This trust is no accident. It's built on a long history of secure mail delivery. Laws protect the sanctity of the mail, making tampering a serious crime. The mailbox is a protected extension of our homes, part of a national infrastructure. We feel ownership and security with our own mailbox and respect our neighbors. It's a cornerstone of civilized life. But what happens when that trust is broken? What if the symbol of safety at our doorstep becomes a source of fear? For so long, the mailbox meant connection and safety. It was a private space, protected by law and mutual respect. No one expected it to become a source of danger. The idea that a threat could arrive disguised as a package was unthinkable. Children fetched the mail without worry. Families awaited packages with excitement. The system relied on goodwill. Mail was for sharing, not harm. But then, a single event shattered this belief. A crime turned the ordinary mailbox into a scene of violence. It wasn't just an attack on a person, it was an attack on our trust in the mail. Suddenly, a package on the porch became a potential threat. The simple act of getting the mail was now filled with anxiety. Fear rippled across the nation, breaking generations of trust in an instant. If we couldn't trust the mail, what could we trust? The age of innocence was over. It started like any other day in a quiet neighborhood. Someone walked to their mailbox, expecting only letters or a magazine. They reached inside, and a sudden explosion tore the day apart. The mailbox, once a symbol of peace, became a weapon. Emergency services rushed in. The scene was chaos and confusion. The victim was severely injured, and shock spread through the community. News traveled fast. An act of anonymous violence had arrived at someone's door. The bomb was simple but deadly, designed to detonate when handled. Its randomness was terrifying. It could have been any mailbox, anywhere. Paranoia set in. People now feared unexpected packages. The trust in the mail was replaced by vulnerability. The mailbox was no longer benign. It was a potential threat. Images of the destroyed mailbox filled the news, changing perceptions of safety. The attack exposed a loophole. Anyone could send a deadly weapon, no questions asked. The system everyone relied on had been turned against them. The innocence of the mail was lost. The nation demanded answers. Investigators arrived, tasked with piecing together the explosion. Every fragment of mailbox and bomb was collected, each a clue in a complex puzzle. Forensic teams searched for unique materials, wires, batteries, chemical traces. They hoped for a fingerprint or DNA, but the blast often destroyed such evidence. The biggest obstacle: the package was sent anonymously, with no return address. Dropped in a public box, it moved through the system untracked. There was no way to trace it back to the sender. The system's efficiency and privacy had become its weakness. Investigators could only trace the package so far before the trail went cold. The case exposed a dangerous vulnerability. Anonymity protected the attacker. The postal system, built for trust, was not designed for this kind of threat. The investigation stalled, and the nation realized the system had to change. The mailbox bomb revealed a startling truth. Anonymity in the mail was a double-edged sword. For years, privacy was a cherished feature. People valued sending mail without revealing their identity. The system assumed people were good, but it created a loophole for criminals. Anyone could send almost anything, with no oversight or tracking. This worked for birthday cards, but it also enabled violence from afar. The bomb forced a national debate. Was anonymous mailing worth the risk? Law enforcement found it nearly impossible to investigate such crimes. The lack of a trail made suspects invisible. The public questioned why this gap in security existed. The era of unquestioned anonymity in the mail had to end. The system needed to adapt to new threats. The threat of anonymous packages hit women and families especially hard. For those escaping abuse or facing stalkers, the mail was already a source of anxiety. An untracked package could be a weapon or a message of intimidation. Advocacy groups argued that anonymity in the mail disproportionately endangered women. Their stories of threats, unwanted items, and fear highlighted the real danger. The bombing brought these concerns into the national spotlight. It was no longer just about privacy, it was about protecting the vulnerable. The loophole in the system was a tool for terror, not just a theoretical risk. The mailbox bomb case became a catalyst for action. Lawmakers, pressured by public fear, held hearings filled with emotional testimony. Investigators described the frustration of stalled investigations. Victims and advocates shared stories of daily terror and helplessness. The hearings reframed the issue as a public safety crisis, not just postal regulation. Advocacy groups argued that a secure mail system was essential for everyone's safety. The pressure on Congress was immense. The question was no longer if the laws should change, but how. Reform was inevitable. Congress responded with landmark legislation. The centerpiece, a mandatory package tracking registry. Packages over a certain size or paid with cash could no longer be dropped anonymously. Senders had to present ID at the post office. Their information was logged. Each package received a unique tracking number, scanned at every step. For the first time, there was a verifiable record from sender to recipient. The system required new technology and public education. Some resisted, but most understood the need for safety. The new laws balanced privacy for letters with security for packages. Anonymity for dangerous items was gone. Accountability was in. The loophole was closed. Today, package tracking is routine. We follow deliveries on our phones without a second thought. But this convenience was born from tragedy and the fight for safety. The tracking registry deters attackers and helps law enforcement respond quickly. It's a quiet guardian, protecting millions of packages every day. The voices of women and advocates transformed private fear into public policy. Systems must evolve to meet new threats. Trust must be earned and protected. The mailbox bomb was a painful lesson, but it led to a safer system for all. Knowing where a package comes from is powerful protection. The safety we enjoy is built on the lessons of the past. Trust in the mail is not automatic. It's a legacy we must defend.